Have you ever wondered how ancient civilizations, without modern machines, managed to build monuments that still leave us in awe today? From Egypt's towering pyramids rising from the desert sands, to lost cities swallowed by time, and mysterious giant statues defying explanation, each wonder is a gateway into history, belief, and timeless ingenuity. In today's video, join World Mystery Wonders as we journey back through the ages to explore 23 legendary creations, places where the legacy of ancient civilizations still echoes to this day. Moai, statues of Easter Island, Chile. On remote Easter Island in the Pacific, over 900 colossal Moai statues were carved between the 13th and 16th centuries by the Rapa Nui people. Averaging 4 meters tall and weighing several tons, the statues depict solemn human faces and torsos. Archaeologists believe they represent revered ancestors, serving as spiritual guardians of the island's communities. The great mystery remains how these massive figures were transported across rugged terrain without modern tools. Today, the Moai stand as cultural icons and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing visitors from around the globe. Nazca Lines, Peru. Stretching across the arid plains of southern Peru, the Nazca Lines remain one of humanity's greatest enigmas. Created between 500 BC and 500 AD, these hundreds of massive geoglyphs depicting birds, monkeys, whales, and geometric patterns can only be fully appreciated from the sky. Each line was made by clearing dark surface stones to reveal the lighter soil beneath. Their true purpose is still debated: astronomical calendar, ritual pathway, or perhaps something more mysterious. In 1994, UNESCO designated the Nazca Lines as a World Heritage Site, preserving their wonder for future generations. Sigiriya, Sri Lanka. Imagine a royal city built atop a massive rock, nearly 200 meters high, rising out of the tropical jungle. That's Sigiriya, a breathtaking stone fortress often hailed as the eighth wonder of the world. From the base, the journey upward is nothing short of mesmerizing. Past ancient water gardens, perfectly symmetrical in design, then up to the mirror wall, once polished so smooth you could see your reflection, now etched with hundreds of love poems from the 8th century. High along the cliffs, vivid frescoes of celestial maidens still shimmer with color after more than 1,000 years. Closer to the summit stand the massive stone lion's paws, remnants of a grand statue that once guarded the palace gate. And once you reach the top, the view unfolds. The outlines of ancient foundations, a sky pool, and a sweeping panorama of the Sri Lankan forest stretching far into the horizon. Built as a royal palace under King Kasyapa in the 5th century, Sigiriya later became a Buddhist monastery before falling into silence, wrapped in moss and mystery, until archaeologists uncovered it once more, reawakening a legend suspended in the sky. Tikal, Guatemala. Hidden deep in Guatemala's jungle, Tikal was once one of the greatest cities of the ancient Maya civilization. Flourishing between the 4th and 9th centuries, it boasted thousands of stone structures, including stepped pyramids rising over 70 meters above the forest canopy. Tikal served as a political, religious, and economic hub, with vast plazas, towering temples, and royal palaces. Abandoned for centuries, its ruins still reveal the sophistication of Maya architecture. Today, Tikal is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a mystical destination that continues to captivate travelers worldwide. Great Wall of China. China. The Great Wall of China, stretching over 21,000 kilometers across mountains, deserts, and plains, is the largest defensive structure ever built. Initiated in the 3rd century BC under the Qin dynasty and expanded through successive dynasties, it was constructed from tamped earth, stone, and bricks. Watchtowers, fortresses, and walkways allowed soldiers to patrol and guard against northern nomadic invasions. Today, the Great Wall stands not only as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but also as a symbol of ancient China's strength, resilience, and grand vision. Baalbek, Lebanon. Baalbek, in Lebanon's Bekaa Valley, was once one of the grandest religious centers of the Roman Empire. Its highlights include the Temple of Jupiter, with 23-meter-high columns, the tallest of the Roman world, and the remarkably well-preserved Temple of Bacchus. The site's massive foundation stones, some weighing over 1,000 tons, remain a mystery of ancient engineering. Baalbek stands as a testament to Roman grandeur and is today a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing visitors and archaeologists fascinated by its scale and legacy. Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. Rising from the Egyptian desert, the Pyramids of Giza stand as timeless guardians of history. Built over 4,500 years ago, they are the only surviving wonder of the ancient world. The Great Pyramid of Khufu, originally 146 meters tall, and constructed from more than 2.3 million stone blocks, still astonishes scholars with its engineering precision. Alongside Khafra's and Menkaura's pyramids and the Great Sphinx, this legendary complex remains unmatched. More than royal tombs, the pyramids symbolize the enduring power, faith, and brilliance of ancient Egyptian civilization. Great Sphinx of Giza, Egypt. Guarding the pyramids with silent majesty, the Great Sphinx of Giza is the largest monolithic statue of the ancient world. Measuring 73 meters long and 20 meters high, It depicts a lion's body with a human head, symbolizing strength and wisdom. Believed to have been built over 4,500 years ago during Pharaoh Khafre's reign, its true purpose remains shrouded in mystery. Despite weathering centuries of erosion and conflict, the Sphinx endures as the timeless sentinel of the desert, sparking endless wonder about the secrets of ancient Egypt. Abu Simbel, Egypt. On the shores of Lake Nasser in southern Egypt, the Abu Simbel temples stand as a masterpiece of Pharaoh Ramses II, built in the 13th century BC. The Great Temple is guarded by 4 colossal statues of Ramses, each 20 meters tall, carved into the cliff face. Remarkably, the sun aligns to illuminate the inner sanctuary twice a year, on the pharaoh's birthday and coronation day. In the 1960s, the entire complex was relocated to higher ground to save it from flooding caused by the Aswan Dam, an extraordinary feat of modern preservation. Luxor Temple, Egypt. Situated on the banks of the Nile, the Luxor Temple, built around 1400 BC, is one of ancient Egypt's grandest monuments. Unlike many temples dedicated to gods, Luxor was primarily the site of pharaohs' coronation ceremonies, where their divine authority was proclaimed. The entrance was once linked to Karnak by an avenue of sphinxes, a feature that still amazes visitors today. Towering columns, intricate reliefs, and the colossal statues of Ramses II at the gateway make the Luxor Temple a vivid testament to Egypt's artistry, spirituality, and enduring legacy. Stonehenge, United Kingdom. On England's Salisbury Plain, Stonehenge stands as a mysterious circle of massive stones dating back over 4,000 years. Some weighing up to 25 tons, the stones were arranged with remarkable precision, though their true purpose remains debated. A sun temple, a ceremonial site, or an ancient astronomical calendar. The alignment of the stones with solstices suggests advanced astronomical knowledge. Today, Stonehenge is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and continues to draw millions of visitors, fascinated by its enigma and timeless presence. Terracotta warriors, China. Discovered in 1974 near Xi'an, the Terracotta army of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, is one of the greatest archaeological finds of the 20th century. Over 8,000 life-sized clay soldiers, horses, and chariots were buried more than 2,200 years ago to guard the emperor in the afterlife. Each figure is unique, with distinct facial features, armor, and weaponry, showcasing the artistry and craftsmanship of ancient China. Today, the site is a UNESCO World Heritage Treasure, attracting millions of visitors worldwide, with much of the vast complex still awaiting excavation. Chichen Itza, Mexico. Chichen Itza, located on Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, was a major Maya center between the 9th and 12th centuries. Its most famous landmark is the 30-meter Pyramid of Kukulkan, designed as a giant calendar. During the equinoxes, shadows create the illusion of a serpent slithering down its steps. The city also boasts the Temple of the Warriors, the largest ball court in Mesoamerica, and numerous ceremonial structures, showcasing advanced astronomical, mathematical, and architectural knowledge. Chichen Itza is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Petra, Jordan. In the heart of the Jordanian desert, where sun-scorched sandstone cliffs glow a deep crimson, lies an ancient city that seems pulled from the pages of legend. Petra wasn't built with bricks and stone. It was carved directly into the mountain itself, as if nature and humankind joined forces to create a masterpiece. Over 2,000 years ago, the Nabatean kingdom transformed this place into a thriving capital. And even today, Petra continues to leave the world in awe. The entrance to the city winds through a narrow gorge over a kilometer long, twisting, narrowing, like a ceremonial passage into the past. The most breathtaking sight awaits at the end. Al-Khazneh, towering nearly 40 meters high, with its Corinthian columns and intricately sculpted facade, this treasury has stunned explorers for centuries. But Petra holds far more than a single wonder. Once, it boasted a theater that seated over 3,000 people, hundreds of temples, tombs, and passageways hewn into sheer cliff walls. Forgotten for centuries, Petra was only rediscovered in 1812 by Swiss explorer Johann Burckhardt. Since then, it has earned its place among the new 7 wonders of the world, a place where every grain of sand, every chisel, mark on stone, whispers of a glorious age long gone. Karnak Temple, Egypt. Just a few kilometers from Luxor, the Karnak Temple complex is the largest religious structure ever built in Egypt. Expanded over 1,500 years, it was the sacred center of Amun-Ra worship and a symbol of pharaonic power. Its most striking feature is the Great Hypostyle Hall, with 134 massive columns soaring up to 21 meters, resembling a vast stone forest. Intricate reliefs, colossal statues, and a sacred lake make Karnak not only a monumental achievement in architecture, but also a stone chronicle of Egypt's religious and political history. Teotihuacan, Mexico. Just outside Mexico City, Teotihuacan was once one of the largest cities of the ancient world, home to over 100,000 people between the 1st and 7th centuries. Its centerpiece is the Avenue of the Dead, flanked by monumental structures such as the 65-meter Pyramid of the Sun and the imposing Pyramid of the Moon. Though its builders remain a mystery, Teotihuacan profoundly influenced later Mesoamerican civilizations. Today, as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it offers visitors a glimpse into the grandeur of a long-lost metropolis. Meteora Monasteries, Greece. There may be no other place on Earth that makes you feel as small and as reverent as Meteora, where ancient monasteries cling precariously to the tops of towering rock pillars, some rising nearly 400 meters above the valley floor. Since the 14th century, during times of war and chaos, Orthodox monks sought refuge in the sandstone mountains of Thessaly. But instead of hiding in caves or forests, they climbed these seemingly inaccessible stone spires, hauling each brick, each wooden beam, and built monasteries in the sky. For centuries, the only way up or down was by rope and pulley. People and supplies were hoisted in nets, swaying in mid-air, a true test of faith in every sense. By the 16th century, Meteora was home to 24 active monasteries, each a spiritual fortress, a silent sanctuary floating above the clouds. Today, only 6 remain in operation, yet all still radiate the same otherworldly majesty they always have. As the sun sets, a golden hue washes over the cliffs. Monastery bells echo through the valley, and the faint silhouettes of robed monks move through the mist. In those moments, you'll swear you're witnessing something not of this world. Meteora, true to its name, is a place suspended in the air, where the soul feels free to rise and wander with the wind. Acropolis of Athens, Greece. The Acropolis, rising above Athens, is the most iconic symbol of ancient Greek civilization and democracy. Built mainly in the 5th century BC, during the age of Pericles, it features the majestic Parthenon, the Erechtheion, with its famous caryatid maidens, and the graceful temple of Athena Nike. From this sacred hill, ancient Greeks honored their gods while overlooking their city. Despite wars and disasters, the Acropolis endures as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a timeless inspiration for Western architecture and culture. Bagan, Myanmar. Not one temple, not 2, but over 2,000 temples, stupas, and monasteries scattered across a vast plain along the banks of the Ayeyarwady River. Bagan, the ancient capital of the pagan kingdom, is one of the greatest religious architectural landscapes on Earth, a place that once held more than 10,000 sacred structures built within just a few centuries. At its height, during the 11th to 13th centuries, Bagan was the heart of Theravada Buddhism, where kings competed in devotion by commissioning temples to earn merit. Each structure, whether grand or humble, is intricately adorned with carvings of the Buddha, lotus blossoms, mythical beasts, and scenes from sacred texts. But what makes Bagan truly breathtaking is how seamlessly nature embraces it all. In the early morning mist, the pointed spires pierce the sky like silent prayers. Birds drift through the haze, and the rising sun casts its golden light across thousands of sunburnt brick rooftops. Today, many of these monuments bear the marks of time, some damaged by earthquakes, others left to crumble. But it is this quiet decay that gives Bagan its haunting allure. It needs no spotlight or embellishment, for each sunrise, as sunlight filters through ancient archways, is enough to awaken the echoes of a forgotten golden age buried in dust and silence. Nubian Pyramids, Sudan. In the Nubian desert of Sudan, more than 200 pyramids form a striking yet lesser-known complex of wonders. Built between the 8th century BC and the 4th century AD, they served as royal tombs for the kings and queens of the Kushite kingdom, a civilization that once ruled Egypt itself. Unlike the Egyptian pyramids, Nubian pyramids are steeper and narrower, often accompanied by small chapels at their base. Though many have been damaged by time and conflict, they remain enduring symbols of a powerful empire along the Nile's crossroads. The Derinkuyu, underground city in Cappadocia, Turkey, is a fascinating labyrinth carved 85 meters below ground. Capable of sheltering up to 20,000 people along with livestock and supplies, it served as a refuge during times of war and religious persecution. The complex features hundreds of rooms, wells, kitchens, chapels, and a sophisticated ventilation system, showcasing the ingenuity of its ancient builders. Rediscovered in the 20th century, Derinkuyu is now a captivating tourist site, offering a glimpse into a hidden world of mystery and survival. We begin our journey with a man-made marvel deeply carved into stone, the Longmen Grottoes, nestled along the Yi River in Henan province. Unlike purely natural wonders, this site is a profound intersection of geology and faith. The grottoes are carved into towering limestone cliffs, rock that formed around 500 million years ago, rich with ancient marine fossils, as if each wall holds the silent memory of a long-lost ocean. Starting in the Northern Wei dynasty, nearly 1,500 years ago, tens of thousands of Buddhist statues, ranging in size from delicate miniatures to monumental figures, were meticulously etched into the stone, transforming the site into one of China's most significant centers of Buddhist art. Every sculpture, every contour, is a testament to devotion, artistic mastery, and timeless endurance. As the sun sets, golden light reflects off the serene faces of the ancient Buddhas, offering an unexpected sense of peace, like all of nature has entered a quiet meditation with the stone and the passage of time. Laotian giant Bud, China. Where three mighty rivers converge in China's Sichuan province, a great Buddha has been meditating for over 300 years, gazing calmly down at the swirling waters below. This is the Laotian giant Buddha, the largest stone Buddha in the world, towering at 71 meters high, carved directly into the cliff face during the early 8th century, under the Tang dynasty. Just one of his ears measures over 7 meters long, and a single fingernail could seat a grown adult. But what makes this monument truly remarkable isn't just its size, it's its location. Perched at the confluence of three rivers once infamous for their deadly currents, where boats often capsized without warning. Legend tells of a monk named Hai Tong who began the carving, believing that the Buddha's serene gaze would calm the turbulent waters. Though he passed away before the project was finished, his disciples carried on his vision, chiseling away for nearly a century to complete the statue. Perhaps even more astonishing is the ancient drainage system, ingeniously hidden within the Buddha's hair, shoulders, and robe folds, still functioning today to protect it from erosion. And when you stand at the statue's feet and look up at that tranquil face watching over the rivers, you realize this is not merely a sculpture. It is a timeless embodiment of faith, carved into the bones of the earth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join World Mystery Wonders to keep exploring more extraordinary marvels.